Over the past several weeks, I've had several people come up to me and say, "Hey, movie guy, have you seen that new horror film directed by Jordan Peele?" And I would just kind of roll my eyes because, well, one, it's not a horror film. Two, it's not directed by Jordan Peele. And three, there's just not a lot of good things to say about it. But hey, I'm here now. So I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy. And today we're going to talk about that movie, Him.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback. I can already see it now. Cam running down the tunnel with the crowd chanting his name.
I hear you've been invited to train with legend Isaiah White himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT.
In the new movie, Him, Tyreek Withers plays a guy named Cam. Now, he is an athlete with dreams of NFL superstardom. He thinks he can be the greatest player of all time, except one day he is attacked by someone, and that puts his dreams in jeopardy. Enter Marlon Wayans playing Isaiah. He is another great player, and he says to the young kid, "Hey, come train with me. I've got a special compound. We'll get your dreams of superstardom back on track." And so Cam heads off into the desert to take part of this training, and we get what is the strangest couple of days of his life. It is kind of a mix between an NFL combine and a cult initiation ritual. And ultimately the idea is, well, we're going to ask ourselves, how far is Cam willing to go to see his dreams come true? Now, first things first, this movie is not directed by Jordan Peele. He produced it, but he didn't direct it. And I know that a lot of people are confused because the marketing for this movie really wants you to think that this is the latest Jordan Peele movie, but no, he just produced it here. So don't go expecting a lot of social criticism infused into this otherwise genre fright flick. The other thing that you should know here is it's not really a horror film. It's more of a psychological thriller. It does get bloody at the end, so horror fans will get their fix in the final moments. But if you're there to see the new horror film directed by Jordan Peele, you're going to be pretty disappointed. Now, as far as the acting goes, yeah, I guess it's fine. I mean, Tyreek Withers used to play football in college, so he has the build, and I think that's half of the battle for a performance like this. Marlon Wayans is a little over the top, but his character would be. It's Julia Fox is the one that is kind of crazy, but in a good way. I kind of like her performance, but for the most part, none of these actors are really doing anything super special that will make you go, oh yeah, that was a great performance. Now, if I have positive things to say about this movie, it's in the visuals. I think this movie sometimes just looks stunning. Certainly very good visual images here. It's kind of a mix between an artistic music video and a perfume ad. That's what I'm thinking. A lot of times I kept expecting like Johnny Depp to walk on and say, "Sauvage" by Dior. You know, I mean, it just feels like one of those highfalutin, high artistic value perfume ads. Now, is that tied to what the film is actually trying to say? But visually it does look great. It just doesn't do anything to tie into the themes of the movie. And that is the big problem here. Thematically, this movie has no idea what it wants to say. Is it a movie about, how far athletes will go to get fame and fortune? I guess there's a little bit of that there. Is it a movie that, sports and the NFL is our new national religion? I guess there's some of that there. Is it a movie about how, one generation has to pass the torch to the next generation? Yeah, sure, I guess. The problem is this movie is not sure what it wants to say, doesn't have any strong thoughts about what it wants to say, and so it throws a lot of ideas at the wall, and none of them stick, and they're all just kind of, it's a mess, to be quite frank. Look, the bottom line here is, while it may look great, the performances are meh, and the story is just all over the place, doesn't make a lick of sense. I mean, both thematically, but also plot-wise. There are moments in this movie where I was going, what the heck just happened there? And I still don't know. I think this is a mess. So unfortunately, I'm going to give Him 1.5 stars out of 4. And look, I know a lot of people want to see this movie, but mostly because of the Jordan Peele name. I think if you're there looking for a horror film directed by Jordan Peele, you're going to be very disappointed. It's kind of a bait and switch thing here. And I just don't think this movie works very well. So hey, but that's me. Did you see the movie? What do you think? Am I being too harsh on it? Comment below. Of course, we ask you to subscribe so you get all of my Movie Guy quick takes just as soon as they come out. Subscribe to the podcast, though. 2 Movie Guys, where every week we talk about all of the big new movies. We go into greater detail on them. That's 2 Movie Guys, wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, sorry it took me a while to get to Him. I saw the movie and it was just so unfocused that I had a hard time focusing my thoughts on the movie, but I did get to it. Good, because we have some much better movies coming up next, and we'll get to those on the next Movie Guy Quick Takes. See you then. Bye.